You have found the Force again. And something more, I see. Thank you for freeing me from this tomb, hospitable though it may be. Indirectly, one could say that you brought me here. I learned that a group of Sith came here seeking the one they call the Last Jedi, you. Ka and I arrived to investigate the situation. You should consider what it means to be a Jedi. Ask me whatever you wish. Most of the Jedi have scattered. Anytime the Jedi tried to assemble, they were massacred by the Sith. We had no idea where the attacks were coming from. I dislike passivity, much like another Jedi I know. With the Council's support, I decided to take the fight to the Sith. We learned that the Sith pretended to be this planet's colonists and began utilizing its resources and industrial power. We could not allow them to create a base here. Ka is a virtuoso with computers. He managed to spike into the system and flood the industrial zone with radiation. This victory here is all I can claim, and it was Ka's expertise, not mine, that brought it. The source of the Sith remains unknown to me. The Sith attacked our position before he had finished. I held off the Sith, but they overwhelmed me. When I regained consciousness, I was in this chamber. Ask me whatever you wish. He is well, but shaken by his experience. Yes, as many masters and Padawans become with time. Ka was pulled to the dark side through his fear. He could no longer feel our bond. It is painful to lose one to whom you are bonded, but it is not fatal. The bond can be broken in many ways. If one falls to the dark side, the bond may fade and eventually break. This is why, when gripped with fear, Ka was unable to feel our bond. He assumed I was dead. That is most unnatural. This bond you share with Kreia is not like any I've ever heard of. How did it come to be? Look within for the answer. We are each solely accountable for everything in our lives. Nothing ever happens to us unless we allow it. The bond can... Ask... M4-78 tells me that the guardian droid of the Central Zone placed me here. I cannot explain it. Ask... We learned that the Sith pretended to be... Ka is a... This victory here is all I can... The Sith attacked our position. Of course you do, but I cannot discuss that with you unless in the presence of the Jedi Council. Ask me. It is a normal occurrence between Master and Padawan. Ka and I are bonded. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Excellent. I can see there is still much good in you. I will be heading to Dantooine to wait for the council to assemble. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go? Yes, Jedi. It is dangerous. Goodbye then, Jedi.
Emergency protocol enabled.
This is more boring than hyperspace.
I have felt a disturbance in the Force.
Come again? What do you mean there has been an explosion at the main behavior core?
A Jedi is no more.
What? General?
No. Await the arrival of the exile.
This whole situation stinks.
Welcome to the colony of M4-78. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M4-78. It was never my intention to harm you. You were just standing in the way. I know the initial electrical discharge could only cause mild discomfort for a Jedi. Additional energy would be needed for a lethal dosage. You were shielded from the discharges that the droids in the atrium have introduced into the interloper. The mere fact that we are speaking indicates the truth of what I have relayed to you. The unit which has been, in the past, referred to as Vash, was a threat to the colony. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own reasoning that could prove most fatal for them. I could not explain that in a way that you could understand. Organic beings may one day return to assume the title of the colonists. This Jedi Master, was she still alive, could have also returned and compromised our efforts on this planet. Why do you assume I wasn't already well aware of this? I have killed the Jedi saboteur responsible for the death of the colonists. I have reviewed all the security footage recorded during my time in standby mode. You did it. She was captured by the Sith. They had ordered you to lock her up. Deactivation of your logical reasoning protocol would be a likely cause. Information transmitted clearly. Go back to the central zone.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice, M4-78. The Jedi, Lona and Ka, have told me the truth about the Sith. Back at you.
What have you learned?
The Sith tricked us. You are receiving data regarding Sith and colonist ID signatures as we speak. It is obvious the Sith were not the real colonists.
I am aware of that.
Do you know who the real colonists were?
No, the identity of the true colonists is not known to me. I was programmed to recognize them via ID signatures of their vessels. However, now, 63 years after our arrival here, there still is no sign of the true colonists. We were sent here programmed with a simple task, to prepare the colony for the arrival of the colonists. We were efficient and had managed to complete the colony in time. Everything was going as planned, except that the colonists did not arrive in time. Lack of new instructions after completing the colony, as well as lack of restrictions in our programming, caused disharmony in the colony. The high degree of autonomy allowed the droids to continually argue on what should be done. Some droids on the planet even began to malfunction.
Except none of that happened. After completing the work on the colony, we have continued to work on other tasks we were programmed for.
You were made to believe that. Seeing the stability and existence of the colony threatened, I decided to take actions. I exceeded my authority and started reprogramming droids on the planet, restricting them more and more over time. After approximately 55 years of constant waiting, I calculated that the chance of the colonists' arrival on the planet had reached 0%. Since our arrival on this planet, our colonists were sending regular status updates. I was informed that they may be coming soon. Then, all communication stopped. Unknown, I assumed that they did not want me to know it. I realized I could not control the whole planet by myself on a permanent basis. The Sith were the first organics to arrive in the colony, and so they have become the new colonists.
There is no such thing as new colonists. The colonists have created us so that we would prepare the planet for them, so that one day they will return and they will be able to fully use this planet's manufacturing capabilities.
The real colonists will never return. The situation forced me to appoint new ones.
You cannot do that. That is against everything we have been programmed for.
You have been created to help me maintain the colony in that way. Therefore, your very existence is against everything we have been programmed for. While being the most sophisticated artificial intelligence at the time of my creation, I am still a droid. So just as every other droid, without new goals assigned, I knew I would eventually malfunction as well. I knew the longer I maintained the colony and controlled all the droids all by myself, the more probable was the possibility of my programming becoming damaged and/or bugged, which could lead to the fall of the whole planet. An organic presence was necessary. That is why I had appointed the Sith as the colonists.
I will serve you no longer, nor the next colonists you appoint.
ES-05's authority in the colony has been disabled. You no longer have any way to do harm to me or the colonists should they return.
You cannot control everything by yourself as you think you can. You need me and you know it. After all, you have created me.
I had hoped you would realize the validity of my reasoning. Unfortunately, it appears that your programming is fundamentally incompatible with the available possibilities of sustaining the colony, and so you will be deactivated immediately. Your memory will be wiped, and you will be reprogrammed.
Master! You killed my master! What are you talking about? Master, why did you do that?
She was a threat to the colonists. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own.
I'm so shutting you down.
You are mistaken. Weapon system not functional. Stand by for recalibration. I would like to inform you that shutting down this unit could result in permanent damage to the colony. My deactivation would mean the death of all organic beings on the planet as well.
It's just a machine. Machines can be broken. Of course.
Battle droids have been commanded to attack you on sight.
And done.
Primary scan initiated. Approximate time in standby mode unknown. Recalibrating. Welcome to the colony of M4-78. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M4-78.
I reprogrammed M4-78, removed some of his memory banks, edited some others, also deactivated his understanding protocols for the time being so he can't hear us. And I uploaded ESO5's memory backup. Some of the newer data was missing though, not sure why. Thank you. Yes, I always liked playing with computers. Programming used to be a hobby of mine, back before I even became Vash's Padawan. I realize I have done wrong. I thought my master was dead. I was blinded by revenge. I couldn't feel her. Now I remember how she told me force bonds can be broken if one person falls to the dark side. That must be why I didn't feel her. I am so sorry. I got this handy program from the Environmental Archon Chamber. It can give commands to any droid anywhere on the planet. Needed to do a little bit of upgrading to be able to override M4-78's commands, but it was doable. We'll deal with that when we get there. Leave this planet. Travel around the galaxy. Try to help whenever possible. I don't know yet. Could I? I would. I'll do just that. Thank you.
Welcome to the colony of M4-78. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M4-78. With the Sith gone, it would indeed be useful to accept a new group of organics as the colonists. You seem to be a valid option. Would you be willing to take over the colony? According to information I gathered from your interactions with other sentients on this planet, you used to be a member of the Jedi Order, a highly valued group within the Republic. That makes you a perfect candidate for the role of colonist. What are your orders? Affirmative. Proper orders have been given out. We are building a droid army. Will there be anything else? Affirmative. Proceed. ESO5's the group. Then they were not the original colonists. This is the... Welcome to the main behavior core of M4-78. What is your request? Main manufacturing unit. That is acceptable. Affirm.
What is... How... I can't... Exile? Oh, I can't. Sorry.
Target located. Eliminate it.
Acknowledge.
I'm listening. I understand. I will continue performing his duty.
Official.
Analysis. My self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency. Yes, ma'am.
Active. I am impressed with your work.
initial... area. Follow me then.
Yes. Trans.
What can I do? A new droid? What? I heard... There's another dead Jedi? I've heard... Yes, I will make sure the dead Jedi are treated in a respectful manner. The gravesite will be well maintained. Please stay. It is my duty. Please. It is.
My life. I understand. I would. My life.
Yes. Don't. Thank you.
Query.
Yeah, what are you... Yes. So, but that... Perhaps I... but that... It is... I will consider... Indeed, how insulting. But now, is there something else?
Yeah, something. This better. Got it. Yeah, something.
What is left of the Jedi has felt what has happened, the death of Master Vrook. No. What is left of the Jedi? You will find what remains in the ruins of the Enclave on Dantooine. This matter has come full circle, and there is something there that you must hear if you are to understand.
Something up. Got it. Something up.
What is left of the... You... This...